Hello everyone, and welcome to week 6 of the VBL. Season something, I don't think I've been saying. Season 17. 17. I am continuing to struggle my way as I'm trying to make it actually into playoffs. And here I have one of the matchups that I have been sort of dreading them and having the strongest season so far. This is a new coach to League J Summon, but they do have a number of very strong Pokemon, and my team will need to be playing pretty well to get through this. So Xerneas, Palkia, Incineroar. They've got Katana as well. They've got Sableye. They've just got sort of a range of random Pokemon. They've also been using the Mega Steel. It's a good deal. I have Charizard and like sort of a Sun option. I've got Mirror Herb on the Charizard because it's faster than Xerneas, and it's sort of helpful to have a Pokemon that's faster than Xerneas. Got Tickaton here with the Focus Sash. Hopefully being able to put out consistent damage. It's Terra Fairy so that I can put player off extra damage into like Incineroar or Palkia if need be. And then it's got Encore because it doesn't learn Taunt. It's the entire reason behind it. I can theoretically Encore a Xerneas. So my opponent has asked me to challenge them. So I'm gonna have to find the challenge code. I did ask them to challenge me. We are playing this really late at night because they were working some late nights themselves, which meant that we weren't able to play at a time more convenient. Yeah, okay. Give me 2 seconds. So I had to find the challenge code. My internet appears to really be leaking out. I'm not sure. But yeah, okay, I keep having these disconnects. Like, I'm not sure what the cause is, but I saw I disconnected like a couple times just while I was waiting for my opponent. Okay, hopefully this works. I really like this game wound up getting really delayed because of their unavailability to make previous times that due to work stuff, and I've had that challenge cancelled because why did they change the what? Yeah. Okay. They brought sort of a fairly normal team. They don't really have anything else that I was super concerned about. I guess Katana. Steelix is the only fairy resist they brought. They do have Terra Fire on Palkia. I didn't even get to the fact I got an Amoonguss on the team. It's also happening. No Terra Grasses. So they'll only have maybe one safety Google's Pokemon and nothing else that'll take Amoonguss. I just want to go Charizard, Charizard, maybe Lele in the back, and if it's Lele, probably not Tickaton, so it's either Mewtwo or Amoonguss, and I guess it's a Mewtwo. Okay, interesting. If the Holucha isn't Scarf, then the Charizard is the fastest Pokemon on the field right now. I've EV'd it to be 1 point faster than Holucha. Xerneas has no set in calc. It's so helpful. The temptation is definitely to go for a Dragon Claw into the Holucha and a Heat Wave, potentially with a Terra on the Charizard, but I'm not sold on that. I kind of wouldn't be shocked if I get fainted this turn. Okay, that's weird. Okay, if I Terra, that would have been a better turn for me, for sure. Interesting. They are Fairy Aura. I literally just dropped a bunch of Fizdef on my... sorry, they had Life Orb. That's what I meant to say. I literally just dropped a bunch of Fizdef on my Mewtwo. So I hope that that doesn't come to haunt me here. Sub is interesting. So I think it does learn Endeavor. So that might be what's going on here. Do I think Mewtwo Flamethrower picks up Xerneas? I think I do. So I think my plan here would be to throw a Flamethrower into Xerneas and Heatwave. Okay, yeah, I mean that. I hope I don't miss Heatwave. I still have a lot of bulk. I didn't actually lose any Fizz Dev. I used to be max HP, and then I was just going through the calcs to look at what was better in terms of the balance of defense and special defense. My temptation here is to Side Strike the Palkia and to switch out Charizard into Lele. It could go poorly, but not like super poorly, you know? I think if I can burn a Fake Out here, yeah, I think that's the most impactful that I can get out of a turn. Oh, that was amazing. That was far beyond my wildest dreams. Okay, so I think I Earth Power the Palkia, and I'm gonna Nature's Madness the Incineroar here. I could Protect. And go for Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, I'm gonna go Protect to go for Dazzling Gleam. Okay, so the Palkia is definitely Trick Room. I think it's Earth Power and Terrify Heatwave. No, Earth Power is just always going to pick up the... Okay. The internet is definitely struggling. My computer in general is freaking out about a few different things. I should make sure I'm ready up in time. I didn't even good luck have fun. I've been polite. I apologize. It's just very late. So if I did the same thing except I clicked Terra on either of the mods, frankly, but especially on the Koraidon this turn, it's kind of good. I'll just try this again, and then I can adapt in a game 3 if need be. But having the Lele in the back was pretty impactful. I would have thought they clocked it when I sent out Mewtwo, but it didn't appear to be such. Charizard and Mewtwo got to do pretty decent things. I don't have a thumbnail planned, and this video is coming out in 22 hours, or a bit under 22 hours, so I will have to be thinking about something. I might make like a Pokemon Legends ZA reference. The Deontay event recently. That's pretty cool. So what Terra is Palkia Fire. Interesting. I'm gonna Terra Steel and then go for Dragon Claw and Heatwave. Dragon Claw into the Palkia, to be clear. I kind of expect them to set Trick Room though. Which is pretty bad if they succeed. I think Incin in Trick Room is pretty good into my team. But if Palkia faints this turn, then that's obviously very good for me. Alright, single target Heatwave is probably not going to KO, but... they'll die with the Life Orb, so cosmetic burn there. But obviously pretty happy to have maintained my Koraidon, and I have the ability to switch in Lele to protect either of these mons if... well, actually it can't protect Charizard. That's not how that works. I can switch it in to protect Koraidon, specifically. Because Charizard's a flying type. I'm just going to Collision Course the Incin and bring in Lele. I feel like I will basically always beat Hawlucha with double Psychic. I just don't feel like the Hawlucha has been a particularly effective bring for them so far. I'm surprised they sort of double back with this. They could have used, like if they led Incin next to, yeah, I just don't think they're gonna be able to beat my my Psychics with the very weakened Hawlucha. In fact, I suspect it may go down to this Side Strike from full. Oh, that's right. No, it shouldn't have been faster. I messed up my EVs. I shouldn't have been so slow. GG's! Alright, I've got the replays saved. I have replays. I'm glad that the internet seems to have worked while the game's actually going. Yeah. I mean, I don't tend to click hide replay. Sorry, they've suggested that I hide the replays. But I don't like. I'm not a big fan of like the hidden links and stuff. If someone wants to physically go look out, I see why they shouldn't be able to. But yeah, so I'll have to think about what I'm doing with my thumbnail. But you're pretty happy to have won this game. I think my opponent, like I said, this is their first season, certainly of this draft league. I'm not sure if this is their first season of a VGC draft or what VGC background they have there. But I think that I was able to build a convincing game plan around the Koraidon, Charizard, Mewtwo, and I was able to execute on that pretty effectively. So I'm glad to see that has sort of effectively worked out there. Thank you guys all for watching. I hope you have a lovely day.